The hidden reason people seek validation. Have you ever posted something online and kept checking who liked it? Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head, wondering if you sounded smart enough, attractive enough, impressive enough? Have you ever felt your mood shift because someone did not respond the way you hoped? That feeling right there, that quiet need for approval, is validation seeking. And almost everyone struggles with it at some level. But here's what most people do not realize. Seeking validation is not a weakness. It is a psychological pattern rooted in something much deeper. Let us break it down. From the moment we are born, we depend on connection. As children, approval from parent or caregivers is not just nice to have, it is survival. When a child is praised, hugged, or encouraged, the brain associates approval with safety. When a child is constantly criticized, ignored, or compared, the brain associates disapproval with danger. Over time, this wiring becomes part of our identity. Psychologists like Abraham Maslow describe belonging and esteem as fundamental human needs. We are wired to want acceptance. The problem begins when our self-worth becomes completely dependent on it. If you did not consistently receive affirmation growing up, you may unconsciously search for it everywhere as an adult. From relationships, from social media, from achievements, from status, validation becomes emotional fuel. You feel good when people approve. You feel small when they do not. But why does it feel so intense? Because your brain treats social rejection similarly to physical pain. Studies in neuroscience show that rejection activates many of the same brain regions as physical discomfort. So when someone criticizes you or ignores you, it does not just hurt your ego. It triggers your nervous system. Now your mind wants relief. And one fast way to feel relief is to regain approval. So you adjust yourself. You change your tone. You change your personality. You hide parts of yourself. You perform instead of express. At first, it feels smart. You avoid conflict. You gain praise. You feel accepted. But slowly, something else happens. You start losing connection with your authentic self. Another hidden reason people seek validation is insecurity about identity. If you do not fully know who you are, you will look to others to define you. You will ask, am I good enough? Am I attractive enough? Am I successful enough? And instead of answering those questions internally, you wait for someone else to confirm it. The more uncertain you feel about yourself, the stronger the craving for approval becomes. There is also a fear component. If you believe that being disliked equals being unworthy, you will work hard to avoid disapproval. This can show up as people-pleasing. You say yes when you want to say no. You stay silent when you should speak. You tolerate behavior that makes you uncomfortable, all to protect your image. But here's the truth. External validation is temporary. It feels good, but it fades quickly. You post something and get praise. For a moment, you feel confident. Then the next day, you need it again. It becomes a cycle. Approval gives a quick boost, but it does not build stable self-worth. Real confidence is internal. It comes from knowing your values, knowing your strengths, accepting your flaws. It does not mean you stop caring about what people think. That is unrealistic. It means their opinions no longer define your identity. So how do you break free from excessive validation seeking? First, increase self-awareness. When you notice yourself craving approval, pause and ask, what am I hoping this person will confirm about me? Am I hoping they confirm that I am smart, attractive, important, talented? That answer reveals where your insecurity lives. Second, practice self-validation. Instead of waiting for someone else to acknowledge your effort, acknowledge it yourself. Celebrate small wins privately. Speak kindly to yourself. Recognize your growth. This may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you are used to external praise, but it builds internal stability. Third, tolerate small amounts of disapproval. Express your opinion respectfully. Set a boundary. Say no once in a while. Notice that the world does not collapse when someone disagrees with you. Discomfort is not danger. And finally, build identity from values, not reactions. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be, even if no one claps for me? When your behavior aligns with your values, you feel grounded. Validation becomes a bonus, not a necessity. Wanting approval is human, but depending on it completely is exhausting. You do not need to shrink yourself to be accepted. You do not need to perform to be worthy. The more secure you become internally, the less you chase external confirmation. And the moment you stop constantly asking, do they approve of me? You start asking a more powerful question. Do I approve of myself? That is where real confidence begins.